So we're sitting at a truck stop in Wyoming, and we look around the skies like this. It's been raining, the wind's been crazy.
It's been picking up a little today, yeah.
And they sound the tornado alarms.
So we're thinking that, like, this is it. We're done now. I mean,
What have we gotten ourselves into? Like, this is it, you know? Zach goes inside the gas station. Turns out they test it every Friday, even if the weather is crappy.
Cheyenne, Wyoming, first Friday of every month tests it, no matter what the weather is, basically. They said that they've tested it the day after a tornado.
That's... Thanks for the butt clench.
Yeah. Yeah. Bus life is already pretty hard. When we were in the campgrounds in Longmont, you know, things were fine. Bus wasn't moving. Everything inside that we put in was working fine. Now that we're on our first leg of a major trip, now we're seeing the issues. Our DT466 is getting too hot. I don't know how far we've come. We're only in Cheyenne. So we're calling somebody that we had look at the bus yesterday, gave it a clean bill of health, but it says it looks great, except for we know that the fan clutch doesn't seem to be working, and we're thinking about putting a new thermostat in so more coolant gets pushed through everything. So we're looking at that. He may come out and do the repair here, or we may go back south so he can do it there. We don't know yet. But it's a gut punch. I just kind of felt like this was going to happen, and it should have been taken care of before when we were at other mechanics, and it wasn't. And so I'm pretty frustrated that, I don't know, it's already kind of tough, but it's going to get better. The tougher it is now, the better we'll feel after it's dealt with, and so I'm hanging on to that. Things are good. It's just first thing, but hopefully once we take care of that, everything else should be good. But anyway, bus life already. Woo. After we were finished throwing ourselves a pity party, we decided to look at things from a different perspective. Being in a place for a longer period of time, being flexible, and being able to choose when and where we were because we had our house with us, those were the reasons why we did this in the first place. And so we decided to take advantage. We went for a hike, we took the dogs out to a local state park, and saw some really, really beautiful things that we wouldn't have seen if we had continued to drive through Cheyenne. The bus is already teaching us some really difficult lessons, but those lessons are valuable. We're learning that we can be rewarded for being flexible, and if plans break down, there's no need to panic. If we can make the best out of a bad situation, then there are fewer and fewer bad situations. Our mobile mechanic came 2 days after we let him know that we were having issues. On his day off, he drove 55 miles to make sure that we were roadworthy. He changed out our fan clutch, he changed out our thermometer, topped us off on coolant, and was happy to explain the entire thing with a smile on his face. I won't soon forget that. He let me take his portrait after he finished working on the engine, and I'm really grateful for that because I don't want to forget how calm and level-headed he was and how kind he was. Because of him, we were able to get back on the road. So even after having our front door fly open on the interstate, having crazy high winds blow us all over the road, having to pull over and stay for 2 days in a town unexpectedly because we were afraid our engine was going to burn out, we were on our way to South Dakota, feeling better about the entire process than we did before. It was a hard few days, but I feel like we have a better grasp on things now. And if that's what the first few days can teach us, I can't wait to see what the bus will teach us next.